Right now, though, it's time to focus on the men. And we are about to start a match that might very well go down as one of the best of this part of the year. We've got Jimmy Lutz, the Wisconsin native, indoor World Series champion, 2019 world champion, the 2020 U.S. Open champion, against the 10-time world gold medalist from Kentucky these days, Braden Gellenthien. And I have a feeling this is going to be a firecracker of a match, as both of these great shooters are getting ready to head out to the field to play.
Yeah, you don't know what to expect here from either of these guys. I mean, we probably see 150s here very easily.
It's absolutely possible. At the same time, you know, Jimmy is on a roll, right? He has been shooting very well for the last couple of years. Braden has kind of reemerged after a couple of years of not being as actively competitive as he has been in the past. So in a way, we've got some youth versus experience here. We've got, you know, Braden used to be the young guy on the block. Now it's Jimmy. And we're about to get going. So Jimmy Lutz is shooting on target number 1. Braden Gellenthien shooting on target number 2. Fresh target faces are up there.
Yeah, I was over watching these two shoot the semifinal matches, and Jimmy is just on a tear right now. He is shooting so unbelievable. He's shooting quick, concise. He's a command shooter. He's going to be a tough one to beat here. But you have Braden on the other hand. He's been shooting really well too.
Well, and speaking to the point you were making earlier about, you know, punching or command versus traditional back tension, Jimmy could have the edge here potentially, with the wind being what it's doing.
Yeah. And with Braden, you know, he retired from doing these kind of events, but you know, his wife decided, you know, hey, let's go to Gator Cup. So they came down here and shooting, and finds himself in the gold medal match. It's just kind of really cool.
Yep. Of course, Tanya, the leading archer of Denmark for many years, and continues to be a top-level competitor. The Braden and Tanya couple are expecting a child coming up in the next few months. So that's pretty cool news.
And I think that has a lot to do with why he retired from international competition at the moment.
Undoubtedly. It takes a lot of time. And
he's just freshly switched over to a new bow manufacturer, which...
Back to Hoyt. All right, there it is, a 10 to start for Braden Gellenthien, shooting first on target 2. Jimmy Lutz. Jimmy shooting the Easton Pro Tours there. It is an X for Jimmy.
That's exactly what I'm expecting to see from these guys.
Yeah. So this is an interesting test maybe, because you got Braden shooting the X10 Parallel Pro, which is a little bigger in diameter than the Pro Tour. And there's a 9. You can see he threw a little English on that one.
Yep, the good old Bo Kwando.
He knew where it was going to go. And both of them have a 9. Didn't expect that, to be honest with you.
Just filling out the wind in the new venue here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's a 10. And a 10 liner, so we've got a draw. Interesting. Could be interesting developments here. We'll see what happens as the scoring is about to be done. You know, we've got a lot of events coming up in the year is still early. The USA Archery Field Nationals take place from June 2nd to 5th in Noblesville, Indiana, Justin. And it's also going to be the World Field Trials. That's going to determine the United States team that will be headed to the World Archery Field Championship in Canada in September of this year. Registration is open for a few more days. As you listen to this, if it's before May 24th, you still got a window to get in there and register for field.
Good old World Field. I used to love shooting that.
That was one of my favorite tournaments. I shot World Field in Croatia for my first one, and then the World Games in Germany after that. And let me say that the camaraderie, the experience of representing the United States at any world level event, as you well know, there's nothing to match it. And everybody has a chance to do it. If you're a USA Archery member, just get on usarchery.org, get yourself registered, get out there and make a mark.
Yeah, it's definitely highly recommended if you're a field shooter. You should check into that for sure.
I'm going to tell you right now, I believe field archery is a prerequisite for high-level archery of any sort, because it makes you a more well-rounded shooter. But that's just me. you know, you get those angles and you have to figure out your upper body form a lot more.
Yeah, it wasn't one of my strong suits.
You were pretty good.
I held my own.
Yes, you did. None of us beat bars, though. That was the problem. Best I ever did was a silver medal trying to get against bars.
And now it's Brady.
Yep, now it's Brady. Even Brady's got a little ways to go. Bars had 15 in a row. 15 national titles in a row. All right, Braden getting ready to shoot first on target number 2. This is the 4th arrow of this match, and it's a 10. And a 10. Braden's arrow was a little more of a 10 than Jimmy's, but they're still both 10s. Braden with another 10 smacked his arrow. Jimmy with a 10, X ring. Ten. Will Jimmy match it? Will the draw continue? Answer, yes. On the line. So we've got a draw. Each archer will have 59 points on their scorecard after official scoring is done. This is the kind of thing you expect to see when you have guys like this. 2 of the best archers in the world in their given times. And currently, they're showing every bit of that capability, aren't they?
Yeah, they're hitting their stride here, doing exactly what we expect them to do.
I see Chris Schaff up there, another tremendous archer, working with Jimmy Lutz, and I see Tanya Gellenthien, who is one of the top women in the world, working for Braden over there in the coach's box. So quality coaching on both sides, no doubt.
Yeah, I was asking Braden earlier if he's going to shoot SoCal, and he didn't know, and he looked at Tanya, and she says, yep, we're going.
Okay,
goes, I guess we're going.
I guess they're going. And we know who the boss is in the Gellenthien family. All right. Oh, boy. All right, conditions have shifted again slightly here on the field of play. The sun is out. It has warmed up even more. We are now in full bright sunlight on the field. It's broken by maybe just a little scattered cloud. And we are looking at a more gentle breeze. Would that be one way to put it?
Yeah, a little bit. It's more quartering away from us at this point. It'll be interesting to see what happens here with the sun coming out, and if the sun shining on their peak changes the impact of the arrow at all.
Very much a
what
point.
kind of adjustments need to be made there?
Yeah, depending on, I can't tell from here, obviously, if they're using a clarifier or not. That can matter, things like that. If you don't know what we're talking about the small devices that are installed in the string to give a rear sight alignment to the compound shooters, which is one of their biggest advantages over us recurve shooters have to deal with, and barebow especially. String alignment is everything for a recurve. Peep alignment is important for the compound. Braden Gellenthien shooting first on target 2. Since the scores are tied, we go back to the original shooting order. And it's a 9. Doors open.
9.
Arrow's just a bit low. And there's a 9. These guys have just been matching it up.
Can't capitalize. And you're shooting against this caliber of archer. Each of them, when they make a mistake, you need to capitalize on it in order to stretch your lead.
Yep. Braden back with a 10.
I always like a tie, though. I like to see a 1-arrow shoot off at the end.
And a 10. And a 10, X-ring. Hammer, meet, tong. Here we go. We are tied up.
Yeah, they're just mirroring each other at this point.
9 arrows in, and we have a draw. 6 arrows to go to decide this match, this gold medal match here at the 14th Gator Cup here in what I didn't realize was a very nice part of Florida. It's the first time I've been here, Newberry, Florida.
Seriously, you haven't been to this complex
Have not
before.
been here before.
Huh.
I am impressed. I'm impressed with the folks around here. I'm impressed with the staff here, the venue, everything. Really, really nice.
Well, anytime an event's held at an Easton Foundation Center, you know it's going to be top notch. I mean, these fields are pretty much set up for events like this.
Scores are coming in right now. And there's the official scores. So these guys just went arrow for arrow on this last end. And with 6 shots to go, we'll see if somebody can pull out a lead, or will we see the potential of an exciting shoot-off? Are you a betting man, Justin?
I'd love to see a shoot-off.
I do too. I think the crowd loves a shoot-off, especially with compound, especially at this level, more than just about anything else.
And both these archers can handle the pressure. You've seen them do it at the highest level, but regardless, there's still a lot on the line for this tournament here, and with these next 6 arrows, they're both going to be feeling it.
These two guys have had careers that really paralleled each other, but in different timelines, right? Braden's early career looked a lot like Jimmy's looks like right now. And then, as you mentioned earlier, Braden coming back from his announced retirement. He's here shooting right now at this international level event, this United States Archery Team Qualifier here in Newberry, Florida, shooting first on target 2. And there's a 10 X-ring. And an X-ring. Arrow for arrow, all the way through.
Yeah. Who's going to get caught slipping?
Well, with each passing arrow, the chance of a shoot-off increases. It's a liner. I think it's out. Yep, it's out. It's a 9. That is definitely a 9. And there's a 10. Jimmy with a 1-point lead.
So there's that capitalizing I was talking about.
Yep, exactly right. And Braden with a 10.
This is a pivotal arrow.
100%. And it's a 10, triple X. That is exactly the kind of thing you were talking about a moment ago.
It almost looked like he came off the line flexing there for a second.
He knew where it was before it hit the target.
Yes.
All right, Braden Gellenthien is going to be shooting first, but this time because he's going to be a point behind after official scoring. And that's with 3 arrows to go. I don't think you want to be there if that's the situation in the compound category.
Yeah, but still within the realms of possibility here.
100%. We've seen it all day.
It's not 3 or 4 points down like we were talking the last match, so.
That's right. It could go either way. If there anything is true, it is that both of these archers know exactly how to deal with exactly the situation they're in. They've both been there so many times before that it's got to be second nature for them. Let me ask you this, Justin. When you found yourself in a similar position, what did you try to focus on from a mental standpoint?
It's just the old adage of 1 arrow at a time. That's all you can do. You can't really worry about anything other than just shooting the shot and hoping it goes in the middle.
Can't focus on those arrows that are gone. They've had their turn.
Yeah.
Can't focus on the ones that you're going to shoot because they'll have their turn. All you can focus on is the one that's in your bow.
And I always try to stay loose. I mean, and that's what these guys are doing. I mean, they're competing against each other right now, but they're sitting there talking, they're laughing. It's not like they're fierce competitors and, you know, trying to just like really buckle down and, you know, concentrate too hard. They're taking it lightly, but when they walk to the line and the buzzer buzzes, then they take it serious and put it in the middle, and sometimes that helps.
You know, it's a game of being really serious 20 seconds at a time. Okay, Braden Gellenthien getting the go sign from the judge for the final regulation scoring end. And look at that.
It's 118, 118.
Somehow it caught the line.
There
All this buildup.
This is even better.
We have a draw. So we're back in the original shooting order because we have a draw. And it's a 9 opportunity there for Jimmy.
That one definitely is out.
Yeah. Although I was pretty sure about that first one. And a 9. We have a draw. 2 arrows to go.
But you mentioned he's shooting those parallel pros, so they're a little bit fatter. He kind of fat shafted with carbons.
Could be.
There's the next.
Yeah. It's a 9. Door just opened the other way. Final regulation scoring arrow.
A 10 will capture the title.
It will indeed. And there it is. Jimmy Lutz finishing with a 9. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion is Braden Gellenthien. BG is back.
Wow, what a match.
I'm going to tell you what. They're both friends of mine. I like both of these guys a lot. I didn't expect BG to come back this strong, and there it was, showing what he's capable of.